right now, I went through some of the courses and looking at it, and you've got some great content regarding power and plyometric exercises. And with the rage right now of high intensity interval training and people jumping and throwing everything known to man, in every type of environment and thinking it's great, while it can be great, everything it could be a tool or it could be a weapon. And I'd love for you to spend some time to truly teach some people how to, what's important in that type of power plyometric based exercises for the upper body and the lower body.
Yeah. So I think the first thing we got to talk about is goal, right? What is the goal that you're after? I think when you look at our latest courses on power training, which started with a comprehensive review of the literature, the course itself is titled Power, in parentheses, High Velocity Training. Right? So I'm specifically talking about how do we increase velocity? How do we increase power production? And if your goal is power production, like you need to be a little bit more specific on how you recommend those exercises, right? So HIIT training, unfortunately, is more like, let's just do a bunch of crap to beat the hell out of people. And they're hoping that it burns a lot of calories because it's hard or something like that. And, that's not necessarily the way things work, right? We know that things like time under tension might have a bigger impact on caloric burn than, for example, you throwing a medicine ball really fast. Just because it jacks your heart rate up in between sets doesn't necessarily mean it's burning more calories. Those two things don't equate. You might be better off having a more consistent lower heart rate with constant tension. Right. So I think we do have to kind of keep in mind, what is your goal? If your goal is burning calories, power training is probably not great, at least the power training that I'm talking about, because the power training I'm talking about is going to use very specific acute variables, very specific recommendations, is going to have long rest periods to ensure that we maximize those recommendations to maximize velocity.
And